Brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
My question, in short, is my mom responsible for my dad's credit card debt? Here's what's happened. He's been moved to assisted living about 9 months ago. Before that, he'd racked up credit card debt of about $18,000. Mm-hmm. She's right now just paying off the interest on that monthly to get by. He does have some VA assistance that helps with his assisted living, but she's 75. She cannot afford to continue doing that. So I'm wondering, it's an American Express card. How aggressive are they? Should she let that go into default? She's not on his, she didn't co-sign with him, but she did at one time. He got her a credit card, but she no longer has that as just kind of an accessory. It's all in his name. It's his debt.
Does he have any assets? Do they own a home?
Yes, they do. He's not living in it. She is.
Doesn't matter. They could sue him and take a lien against his home, which happens to be where she lives.
Yes.
That's a problem. They have no money?
No. She works part-time jobs, just 3 days a week, to just bring in groceries and that sort of stuff. But other than that, their home is paid off. Yes. But, other than that, no, it just goes to insurance, property taxes, that sort of stuff.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Do you have any money?
So, yeah, but not that kind of money.
Okay.
Do you have other siblings, Matt?
One sister, yes.
What's the house worth? Their house?
Oh, they had just moved into it before he started his fall, and it's worth probably $700,000.
And it's paid for?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, in order to save the house, we're going to have to deal with Amex.
Okay.
So they're not going to sue. If they do sue, they're very aggressive in their collection tactics, but they're not real aggressive in actually forcing the sale of a house that they've taken a judgment lien against. That would be like less than 1/4% chance of that happening. Okay, they technically could. Where's the house? What state? What state?
It's in Montana.
Okay, all right. I don't know Montana law. But I suspect they could take a lien against the house and eventually execute on the lien and force the sale of the house in order to pay them. And they're going to just drive her bananas in the 6 years it would take for them to get to that point. Okay? So I don't suggest doing that. It's going to be a problem for you, for her. And sweet lady's just going to get harassed. Now, was he of diminished capacity when he used the card?
Starting to get that way. He racked up a lot of it on dental bills here in the last year or so, just before he went to assisted living, without her knowing.
Yeah, I know. Her knowing is not necessary, but if he wasn't, if he was like an early onset or something, and you can get a doctor's letter, that'll help you with the process here. Okay. So anyway, what I would do is this: I would just stop paying it, let it go bad. Okay.
Okay.
And teach her to don't have conversations with them. Don't even talk to them.
Okay.
If they call or they send something, just ignore it, because they're going to drive. If she picks up the phone every time they call, they're going to drive her nuts. All right.
Yeah.
And then after about 6 to 9 months, you and your sister scrape together $5,000 and settle this.
Okay.
Y'all settle it and get it out of there, so your mama's house is not at risk while your dad's declining.
You feel like Amex would settle on that?
They'll settle pennies on the dollar once it's 9 months old.
Once it's 9 months old.
Because they don't think they're going to get their money then. Statistically, they're not going to get their money.
Right. Will they be the ones to call us? Will they turn it over to creditors?
Usually they'll keep it. They'll keep it at least a year, usually.
Okay.
And I will tell you, they are absolute buttholes. They are horrible to deal with. If you work for Amex in the credit card collections department, you should be ashamed of yourself and go get a good job. They're a horrible company. Okay? So just get ready to deal with Satan. Okay? I mean, seriously, this is what you're going in with. It's horrible. All right? So I've dealt with them I don't know, 500 or 1,000 times on behalf of clients and once on behalf of myself 35 years ago. So no, you do not want to. But the trick is you just got to play hardball and go, look,
she doesn't have the money. That's the thing.
She doesn't have the money. You're not getting paid. They don't have any assets.
Yeah.
And we're offering you a settlement on a bad debt. Hang up. We're offering you a settlement on a bad debt. She doesn't have any money. Do you want some money? Hang up. You're going to have to do that like 10 times before you find someone with 2 brain cells down there to rub together. Okay?
Okay.
And when you do finally get somebody on there, they're going to go, oh, this guy's, because they record every one of the transactions on the file, so they see every time we start yelling at them, they hang up. Then they'll know that, so the next time they pick up, go, look, don't start or you're going to be another hang up.
And if you get it, Matt, get it in writing.
Absolutely.
Have them email you immediately a letter so you have actual evidence that they
because they lie.
Money.
If they say they did something, they didn't do it. If it's not in writing, it didn't happen, brother.
Thank you so much for your advice. I will start saving. I appreciate you both.
Hey, be good, man. Sorry you're facing that.
I know, it's so sad for his mom.
This is why we tell you to save 15% of your household income at baby step 4 before you get to baby step 6 and pay off your house. Because if you have a paid-for house and no money, you can get in a pinch. Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.